Have you checked your child's homework? Yes, that's simple. In today's topic on CBC Parents TV is parental involvement in education. Join me, Mokami Wambogo, as we look into this and more. What is the basic parental involvement in education? Hiyo tunajua. Tumelipa school fees, tumepeana vitabu shule, mtoto akitoka nyumbani ende shule, the child is well fed and well taken care of in terms of basic needs. Yes, we are doing that. But is it enough? Now, as a parent, you're also supposed to reinforce learning. And that's why we are asking if you've checked your child's homework. The teacher alone has very little time with your child. And so at home, you're supposed to reinforce what the child has learned in school. And if you don't check on your child's homework, you will not know the areas that your child is doing well in and the areas that your child is having difficulties in. For example, when my child was in playgroup, I discovered he had difficulty in writing B and D. He would confuse the two. He would also confuse number 9 and sound P. And when I talked to the teacher, he would tell me, yes, even in school, your child is doing the same. And so together as a team, we worked together to ensure that my child has overcome that learning obstacle. It was easier that way, as opposed to leaving all of it for the teacher to handle in her best way. Another way a parent can be involved in homework, I remember, and this I'll give with a story, which is a story that happened to my little sister. She was in pre-unit then, back in the days, and I was in Form 4. And she had been given homework on take away. I used to assist her with homework as, a big sis every day. But on this particular day, she was given the takeaway homework. I tried to take her through the drawing of the balls, cancelling, imebakia ngapi. We draw again, 1, 2, 3, cancel 1, imebakia ngapi. Should count again, 1, 2, 3. And tell her, when tume cancel moja, unahesabu zenye hatuja cancel. And we tried to do this back and forth for about 20 to 30 minutes. And my little sister could not get this concept. So, nikaona the child is now becoming stressed. I am putting pressure on the child. So I told the child, do what? Put your books away. We will wait for my mother to come and she will assist you with the homework. So at around 6:30, my mother came. She was very tired, yes. But the first question was, Mom, please come and help our sister with homework, because I have tried and we have not made any steps. Remember, the child had spent the whole day in school and the teacher had also taught that takeaway. But now at home, the child cannot get how to do the takeaway homework. My mom, being who she is, a very good mom and, very realistic and practical, ran to the shop which was near our gate and came home with 10 sweets. Put the sweets on the table and put 10 aside and put them aside and started with 2. Put 2 on the table where the child was doing the homework and told the child, these are 2 sweets. She unwrapped one and ate it. And asked the child, kumebakia ngapi? The child is like, moja. She's like, yes, ulikuwa na switi mbili, nimekula moja, so kumebakia moja. So that is what we mean. 2 take away 1 is 1. The child was mesmerized. She was just, just baffled. And then again, she put another set of 3 sweets near the child. I was seated next there. So she told the child, chukua switi moja, patia Mukami. I unwrapped my sweet and ate it. Kumebakia ngapi? Mbili. And then he asked the child, now are you getting, this is what takeaway means, that you have some things, you give some away, what is left? So the basic homework for the one was between digits 1 and 5. So we'll do 4 takeaway 3, 3 takeaway 2, on and on and on. So by the end of that, my mother had not even taken the homework book. The homework book bado ilikuwa imefungwa tu. So when she saw that the child has now understood the concept, She brought out the homework book and told the child, now continue with your homework. The child did the homework very well with the sweets. No person now getting in and involved. When she was done, she's like, I'm done with my homework. I'm like, let me check. Everything was correct. I put her book in the bag. The following day, she went to school. Again, definitely, they were going to continue learning subtraction, or what they call in lower classes, take away. In the evening, the child came to meet me at home and she was very, very happy. She was like, guess what, Mokami? Nimepata zote. All the homework and all the classwork. Nimepata zote. I am the only one who has gotten everything. I'm like, okay, how did it happen? No, I got everything in my homework. And then during classwork, the teacher asked, who knows how to do this one? Who knows how to do this one? Who knows how to do this one? And they knew how to do all the takeaway. And she was very, very excited. What made this child have fun doing something that maybe they had done the whole day in school and she hadn't gotten the concept? Simple. Parental involvement. Now, the major question to naulizana is, when do I get involved? I have a very busy schedule. By the time I leave home to my office, the traffic jams. By the time I leave home to my business, I need to be where I get my stock very early, sometimes by 5 a.m. I leave home by 3 a.m. By the time I'm home in the evening, the children are taking supper and preparing to sleep. And yet, tunajua watu wa biashara. Biashara jioni ndio inakuanga tamu. You know, it's when everybody is flocking in to buy one or two things. So, by the time you're home, your child is done with the homework. I agree. But make a habit. Let the child know that on 2 or 3 days every week, you check their homework. I understand. Kuna wakati hata mimi nilikuwa nimejisemea, I must be checking the homework every day. Actually, my son was not doing homework until I'm home. And he'd start doing homework by around 6 or 7. But then the child is tired, exhausted, and feeling sleepy. Until I changed that and I told the house help, no problem. Be doing the homework. And in case you have a difficulty, call me. Tell me, you know, that time we were still the child was in preschool. So there will be this issue of amekata kuandika, you know, amekata kukala. So in case of that, call me. Let me talk to the child. I'll say, hello, my child, what is it? What is wrong with the homework? Auntie amenizimia katuni nisitaki kuandika. I tell her, no, yes, you have to put TV off, do your homework, I'm coming. So now I started supervising homework from a distance. You know, that's talking with the auntie and the child when they are there and they feel, yes, mom knows I'm doing my homework and I'm supposed to do my homework. So the child will do the homework. And then when I get home, I'll see the book. Were you able to write properly? Were you able to write sound up properly? Were you able to write sound book properly? Were you able to color as expected? And I'll tell you, see, next time, make sure you try and fill everywhere while you're coloring. And these simple steps, you find that even when you go to school and talk to the teacher, and I say, hey, the child is improving. The child is now learning to do this and this and this, because we are putting 2 of our efforts together. But when you leave the teacher to put the effort alone, the child might have difficulty in getting the concepts they're supposed to get. Today, let me focus on only that one involvement, which is involving in the actual homework. But there is something else now. With CBC, it is not only about the written homework. There are the projects as well. How are we coping with these projects? Again, initially, I used to find that I'm coming home from work, ndio tunaanza kutafuta sticks. That's when we're looking for the bottle tops. That's when we're looking for the wires to make that ringa thing. That's when we are, you know, rushing to finish these things that tomorrow the child can have it in school. But usually that kind of homework in the school my child studies is given on a Friday. So they're supposed to go with it on a Monday. So you'd find that on Sunday is when you are rushing up to finish with making these things so that the child can go with them to school. Until I discovered that I am doing the wrong thing. I discovered, kusema ukweli, sio mimi nasoma, ni mtoto. And I even used to tell my child, fulani, unajua si mimi nasoma ni wewe. So can you go and look for the bottle tops? Go and look for the sticks. Go and look for what is needed to be looked into within our home environment. And if there is something you need, by the following day tomorrow, you tell me now you have found this and this is what you need. And that is how we started doing our assignments now. That I'm not the one coming in with the idea, looking for the things, assembling. No. Nowadays, I don't do that, and I feel I am coping with these assignments. The other day, they had a simple assignment to make a dress or something to wear from a gunia. By the time I got home, the child was already done. Hata amevaa. You see, I've done my homework, I've done my assignment. I'm like, yes, that is the way to go. You don't have to be waiting for me every time to do these things. When you go to the supermarket, they pack for us things in these papers, makaratasi ya sukari, you know. They are not nylon, they are sacks. Yeah, so I found Amesha, she's cut out the neck, she's cut out the hands, and she's wearing it. She's like, yes, I'm done with my homework and with my assignment. And now that is how we are doing it. Homework ni ya mtoto. It is not for the parents. What you're only supposed to do is to supervise and ensure that what they need to do that assignment is there. Now, I know when I let my child do it for themselves, it will not be as perfect as I would have done it for her. I know. Given that opportunity, hiyo nguo I could have even hemmed huku kwa shingo. You know, I could put some crochet on it, on kwa mikono. You know, I could make it look very beautiful. But that is not the purpose. The purpose is for the child to do the homework, to learn on their own way, to engage their mind, to think, how am I going to do this? So mzazi, when it comes to projects, don't think on behalf of your child. Let the child hustle. Yes, let the child hustle with that project. Ni yake, sio yako. You provide and supervise. Watch as they do it, and you will see your child is using their brain. And you'll even be surprised, huh? So you can make something as good as this. I have learned it now. Even if my child is in grade 4 now, in grade 1 and 2, I used to do everything. But until I realized, no, I am not supposed to do everything. Let the child do it. We had another project in grade 3, and this was actually a school exam project, which was a neck exam project. We were supposed to make the sources of water, a model of sources of water. I will show you that some other day in our next topics, how we did that. But what I want to emphasize today is that I only did the small things here and there. But the major project was my child. Unataka kuwekelea project wapi? Kwa carton. Haya. Unataka kutengeneza miti na nini? Hivi. How are we going to make the well? Hivi. All the ideas were actually coming from my child. I am not the one who was putting ideas into her head. And that way, we presented our final project. Now, you may ask me, ini mtihani, and if you do it like that, maybe the child will fail. No, the child will not fail. Even the examiner themselves will see that this project has been done by the child. It has not been done by the parent. In our days, back in the day, I remember, I did the original 844. We used to be told during woodwork to come with stools. And every parent would run to the workshop to buy the stools for the children. And all the stools were good. The wood has been, made properly, imepigwa rada vizuri. The joint, the stool is good. And I remember I took my stool that I had made from home. And mwalimu aliaka huko nyuma, that these are not the kind of stools we want. We want these good ones that have been sandpapered, and that have been, radad. They pigo rada vizuri. But CBC teachers don't do that to our children. Let the child do the projects themselves. And teachers, don't waste us how we were wasted back in the days when only those good projects that had been bought in the shop were the ones that were exhibited during parent days. But the ones that the children made, that looked wanting a bit were thrown at the back of the class as trash. Teachers of CBC, don't do that to our children. Let the projects that the child have made themselves proudly theirs. Exhibit these projects. Encourage the children to do the projects themselves. And that way, CBC will actually attain its meaning. Now, parents of children who are making the scarecrows, you are asking, scarecrow ni ya nini? Sina shamba, huku ni Nairobi. Why do I need a scarecrow? You don't need a scarecrow. What is only intended is to see how imaginative can your child go. Who can make the scarecrow that scares the most? That is what this assignment tries to achieve. Who can be very creative in making a scarecrow? Yeah, not just taking some clothes and just putting it kawaida and then putting some hands na mbao inakaa hivi unasema done, the scarecrow is done. No. We are trying. What is important is how creative and imaginative can your child be as they do these projects. And that is where CBC is different from other curriculums. You want how you can involve yourself in making something like a scarecrow is how the child will involve the mind in difficult things, how the child will involve the mind in coming up with solutions to the world today. So let the child's mind be involved. Mtoto ndio anasoma, sio mzazi. So let the project involve the child. Even when it comes to downloading, for example, my child knows I don't do the downloading for you. I can do the printing because we don't have a printer at home. But the downloading, no. I tell them, take my phone, download all you want, save all you want. I will go tomorrow and bring the printout for you. And that is how we are learning. I don't go searching the sources of water, physical features. I don't go doing that Google. That one I leave for my child to Google. Ati mami, leo tumeambiwa tuende na printout ya physical features. I tell her, good. How we do it kama kawaida? There is the phone. So she'll Google, check what they're supposed to check, save it properly on my phone, and then I will go with it the following day to the printer and have it printed, and homework has been done. I have been involved by providing the phone and providing the data. But doing the homework, doing the assignments, doing the downloading, mtoto ndio amefanya mwenyewe. And that is the way to go. Let our children do the learning themselves. Let our children do the research themselves. And that is how we are going to assist our children in CBC. This is the first part of parental involvement. In part 2 of parental involvement, we will discuss respect, where we are supposed to respect our children, and we will also discuss attending school meetings and such matters. Bye for today. Tupatane next time as we continue with this topic of parental involvement in CBC. Subscribe, like, and share our videos. Bye for now.